What's up, guys? I'm back. I'm back in a video today. Okay, folks. So I'm back in a video today, obviously. So right now, I'm gonna be doing an album review for some metal music, and what no, folks. Okay, so the band I got here, the band I'm gonna be reviewing for YouTube is Blind Guardian, and the album I got here is of the album called Imaginations from the Other Side, and what I know, folks. Okay, so like I just said, the band I'm gonna be reviewing today is Blind Guardian and stuff like what I know, folks. And this is the first power metal band that I've done for YouTube, and what I know, folks. And I would say obviously I would say Blind Guardian is like a popular band in metal. Like what I know, folks. And they're obviously a German power metal band, and what I know, folks. Discoria. So, folks, what I'm looking at here, I'm looking at studio albums that Blind Guardian has released and stuff, and there is a good amount on here. Why no, folks? Folks, I'm calculating 12 studio albums and stuff, so why no, folks? So, folks, about this album that I got here, Imaginations from the Other Side, is the fifth album. From what I'm looking at here, and from what I'm looking at, it was released in 1995 and stuff, and boy, no, folks. Discovery. So, folks, from what I'm looking at here, in terms of band members, the guy in the vocals is and bass is saying is Hansi Kershik. Kersh. I don't know how to pronounce the guy's last name, but I'm gonna call him Hansi or something like. I don't know how to pronounce the guy's last name. Like that pronunciation was so horrible that I'm gonna move on and stuff. The guy on the guitars, the guys on the guitars, I mean, are Andre Olbrich and Marcus Sipin. More no, folks. And the guy on the drums, is Tomen Stouch. Like, folks, I probably pronounce those guys' names so horrible, but I'm not gonna ask. Discorio. So, folks, what I'm looking at here, there's a total of 9 tracks on this album, but from what I'm looking at here, it's saying stuff, it's saying here about, like, I'm using Wikipedia because I'm lazy. I'm gonna get into the music style and my thoughts on the album after this. But from what I'm looking at here, it's saying like Japanese edition bonus tracks. There's saying one about that, and there's another one saying Japanese limited edition bonus tracks, and there's like a bunch of like added tracks from what I'm looking at here, like what no folks. basically what I'm trying to say is on the original album there's 9 songs and stuff. So right now is basically I'm gonna be talking about the music style and my overall thoughts and stuff. So one major thing I noticed is that in terms of the sound on the album, there was what I noticed is that there was a lot of like I don't know how to describe this. I guess like atmospheric or something like folks and just like these melodies and just folks and it seemed like clean and like clear or something like folks. They had the melodic parts followed by the heavy parts, and I feel like the way they balanced those two was just like fire and stuff like folks off the chain or something like folks. And one thing I noticed about the guy on the drums and stuff is that like he didn't really overpower or anything. Like I felt like he was fine on the drums. Like one thing I liked about the guy on the drums on this album is that like he seemed to mix everything together. Like there were parts where he had like the double bass parts going on and with like the fast drumming, like with the double bass and stuff, followed by just like the standard grooves and stuff and folks. I feel like he just did everything good with the drums and stuff, and I didn't find him to be overplaying and stuff, and that's one thing I noticed about some metal drummers that I find them to be like sometimes overplaying and stuff, like trying a little too hard to be flashy and just crazy, whatever. Like folks. But with the guy on the drums on this album, he did not overplay and stuff, and folks. In terms of the guy on the vocals, one thing I noticed about his vocals is that like his vocals in a lot of the songs were like felt like it gave me a vibe of like orchestra or something, or like folks. So like that's the best way I can describe it. It's just like an orchestra. It gave me like an orchestra vibe, just the way he was singing and stuff, and folks. And I also noticed like multiple singers on some of the tracks, like even in the choruses. Like that's another thing I noticed. And folks. So folks, like I said, there's 9 tracks on here, and folks. So folks, going over some of my favorite tracks on this album, I would say some of my favorites would have to be Born in a Morning Hall and at the story ends and stuff. Like I would say those would have to be some of my favorite tracks on this album. But overall, to me, this album is great from start to finish and stuff. And folks. And there wasn't a song on this album that I disliked and stuff. And folks, right now is basically what I'm going to be ending today's video off. Like, I'm not going to go any further with today's video. I'm simply not. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. And peace out, everybody.